Hi! Hi,
Hello.
Gerome. How are you?
Good afternoon, Owen. I'm good. It's been a week, like we've not been
Yes,
each other, but it's another day of
I
conversation
know.
that we're going to see each other. By the way, my name is Jerome. Um, streaming live here in Davao City.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for being with us today. And my name's Owen. I'm streaming here in Cagayan de Oro City. And today we're excited because we will be having another guest in our show. And kanya itong guest, mutabang sa ato, no, kung saan natong ang pag-budget or pag tanaw sa atong finances labi na kay wala ba ni na plano ang COVID, wala ba ni siya nagsaba nga moanhi siya karon March, di ba? Murag ngayon siya nga, guys, mo join ko sa inyong 2020. So wala ta naka-appeal, di ba? Ang atong mga travel plans na usab, atong mga summer goals na usab, ang atong mga bikini bodies wala na expose. So, but of course, ang ato lang na-expose na itong mga bills. Dagan kay tag bills, dili bills, but bills. Ang bayro nun, sa kuryente, sa pagkaon, sa makulbaan ta nga, napagitay mga basin bayro nun sa hospital, Diyos ko Lord, di ba? Kaya, I mean, if masakit ta sa COVID, unsao na lang if dili ta financially prepared. So, muna atong topic karon no? Kaya ang atong hakbang, hapit na ra ba, Jerome? My gosh.
Ayo, like pila na lang gid ka adlaw, pila na lang katulugan, and we will be going to have the first ever virtual hackathon in the
Mm-hmm.
Philippines. Basically, dito yan sa Mindanao
Mm-hmm.
gagawin. We're so excited for this because we were just like thinking before na sana may mga ano tayo, may mga registrants tayo, may mga participants tayo. But then,
Oo.
ngayon meron tayong big news na meron tayong almost, oh my God,
More than.
can we see the
More
number?
than. Yes. I
Yes,
think so.
yeah, I
More
think
than 100.
more than
So, di ba?
100 participants. Like,
Oo.
imagine, diba? So, marami talagang gustong magkaroon ng maigi at mainam na solusyon sa mga problemang atong nga kinakaharap karon, no? So we were so happy and we were so honored as well to all of the participants who participated, and of course, they're so excited as well to para i-gauge o i-share na ilang mga ideas para masolusyonan na ang atong mga problema.
Yes. But I also believe na the more the merrier. So I think we should not stop from inviting other people to join as well. Okay. Here everyone's welcome to share your ideas. Everyone's welcome to take part in this event. So please do come and register. Makita niyo sa inyong screen www.hack-bang.com na adin ha ang ato ang registration for individuals or for teams. So ang team nato, of course, dili man pwede mag-team ang usa, di ba? Kay sad kaayo. So 2 and above, pwede ta mag-join. So, and then, kung maulaw ta, nga wala man ko'y ka-teammates, we will be the ones nga maghimo og team para sa inyo. So, na may mga orientation na hitabo sa first few teams, but of course, makaka-catch up yapon mo, kay hatagan man muna mo sa mga details via your email. So, ayun, Jerome.
Exactly. Aside from that, maybe they're wondering if may bayad, but no, guys, this is totally for free. That's why we get this kind of numbers, and we're more than 100.
Mm.
Libre lang po ito. So if you guys have really the biggest idea to solve a certain problem, then you can join us. But aside from that, I know that our fellow Dabaweños, fellow Cagayanons, Botuanos, and part of the whole Philippines and the entire world are so talented. So if you guys have the spirit to share your talent, you sing, you dance, you can visit www.hack-bang.com and join us. Share your
Yes.
talent in the whole world.
Oo. Na-mention ni Jerome ang singing and dancing kay dili ra maguni siya problem solving lang atong ginabuhat. We're also exposing talents all over the world. So if you think na oy murag dili sa ko ganahan mag-solve sa mga problems kay murag later will do, but I can sing. I can actually dance. I can play an instrument. Why not? You go to www.hack-bang.com, and from there inyo dayong inyong makita dito katong share your giftings and talents. You click that and then you put there unsa imong pwede maiambag sa ato ang 4 days. And speaking of 4 days, Jerome, di ba na available ni ato ang shows sa YouTube and sa atong kaning asa mo nagtanaw karon siguro nga Hakbang Facebook page. All right.
Exactly. And if you guys are watching right now, I guess we have 19 viewers. You can share this. You can host a party so that we can share the good news to everyone. Malay mo sa network mo makahanap tayo ng best ideators, di ba? And of course, if you're so mahiyain, na mag-collaboration with us to share ideas or mag-share ng talent. Well, if you're wealthy enough, we are so open for your sponsorship and we are open for
Correct.
partnership.
Yes, because we want to share this idea to, we want also na hatagan og suporta ang mga nag-viable solutions because dili lang man kay kami lang, we believe that this is a community effort. So everybody should pitch in and help na makita nato ang idea nga nahimo gid siyang reality and naka-create siyang impact sa society.
Exactly.
Ayun.
And with that, you are now watching the Hakbang COVID Conversation over coffee.
Ayun, welcome back again. So
Yes.
Gerome, for those who just tuned in, again, this is the COVID Conversations over Coffee. We are doing this as part of our getting to know you sa mga murag introduction to our speakers, panelists, participants, and members of the Hakbang team. So kani siya, this is just dili ni siya mao ang Hakbang ha. This is just an introduction into the actual hackathon. And during the hackathon, duha ka parallel universe ang mahitabo sa hackathon. One activity is katong mga teams nato within 4 days mag-create sila og solutions na sila lang, and then from time to time we will pull them out of their meetings in their virtual workspaces and amo silang ipa-share sa ilang mga updates no kung nag-unsa na sila. But on the other side, we have the Hakbang TV wherein we'll be showing mga resources, inspiration, motivational speakers, panelists, and other types of mga learning or materials na pwede magamit not just for the hackers or the participants but parehasad sa inyo na naalang din ha sa balay. You can also learn something. Natay mga cooking shows, natay yoga. Imagine no katong mga unsa man ang yoga oy magtuwad-tuwad makatesting na mo ana karon June 26 29 every morning kay mingon ana natay magstorya about pareha sa atong bisita karon no financial preparedness, naapod tay magstorya about mental wellness no kay kaning panahon na murag daghan gid ang medyo na nauyog ang ilahang mga panghuna-huna kay lisod gid kaayo ning dili ta kagawas mawad ang tagtrabaho, dili na ta kaduol sa atong mga loved ones. So di ta ka-travel. So naa na siya effect sa atong mental health. So napoy magstorya ana then ay magstorya nga mga women about no og kanang about sa ilang experience pod during COVID. Okay,
Exactly.
so karon murag ready naman kaayo sa backstage atong ato ang speakers. So, ladies and gentlemen, ang ato ang bisita karong hapuna sa atong afternoon edition of COVID Conversations over Coffee. Please welcome Niño Henry Segovia.
Ayan!
Hi, Nin. Hi, hapon. Kumusta?
Good afternoon. I'm good. And I'm very excited to be part of this show. And as mentioned, thank you very much for having me here to share about my idea on financial preparedness and financial wellness in this
Okay,
COVID-19 and beyond. Okay.
Yes, Nin, alam ko yung request. Can we make your audio more loud? Kaya ganina na okay to siya. Can we
Okay.
check? Or maybe the
Hello?
plug-in?
Hello. Eto, kamusta?
Yan, ayun. So, thank you.
Okay. Sige.
Karon nga medyo
Okay.
klaro na atong audio kanyang may request na ikaw gid ang mo introduce yourself sa ano
Okay.
para wala mi ma-miss out. So Nin.
Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. So, my name is Niño Henry Segovia. I'm a financial planner by profession, and I've been doing this profession for the past since 2015. But prior to that, I was a trainer of personal financial planning among advisors and agency leaders in insurance companies. And I do this because I believe this is my share in helping Filipinos also prepare financially. No? Kasi ang Pilipino para sa kuha usa sa pinaka kugihan nga tao sa kalibutan. It's just that sadly, ang financial preparations niya palagi, there's something missing about it. No? So, that's what I do. No? It's just like you have an events organizer making you plan for your events in life. You want it done properly. So, ganun din kaming mga financial planners will help you come up with some simple and doable financial plans to help you achieve your different financial goals in life. No, so yeah, that's what I do for a living.
Wow. So
Yes.
I have
Mm,
a I have a question, Nen. So how
mm.
did you well, pila na ka years as a financial advisor? This is I
Um,
mean, dugay na ba? Or,
Dugay na siya, no? Technically, I started in the financial services kasi
okay.
maraming branches ng financial services, no? In 2005 pa.
Okay. Wow.
So I work in a life insurance company as a trainer. And then 2015, I gave up employment so that I could be more in the field to help people come up with simple and doable financial plans. No? And syempre, ang financial planning, dili naman ni siyang inana ka simple when you talk about money to
Mm-mm.
people. No? So
Yes.
I had my own certifications then. Actually, I'm one of the few fellow chartered financial practitioner diri sa Philippines. It's a certification course on financial planning. Okay, so
Wow.
ayan.
And I'm
Grabe na.
so
Yeah.
that our speaker right now, our Bisita, is a fellow Davaoen. You know that?
Yes.
Yes, yes. By the way, I'm from Davao. Okay.
Yeah. So
Oo.
But originally, sorry, originally
sure.
I'm from Bacolod. I'm from Bacolod. I
Ah,
just
okay. So
transferred
you're
to
an
Davao. Yes,
adopted
yes.
Dabawenyo. What made
Love
you
brought me
decide?
here.
What brought you here?
Love brought me
Ayan.
here. Because
Ano
my
maganda
wife
rin, Jerome,
is,
so
uh,
we should bring them here. Hindi na ito magawa sa. We should
Yeah,
bring them over.
yes,
you should bring
Oo.
us home
yes, yes.
because we know kung
Okay.
maka-agree naman talaga tayo, no?
May question din.
Yeah.
Kanang,
Mm,
during this time that
mm.
naka-experience ng pandemic ba, kanang, what do you think are the kanang responses sa tao when it comes to kanang nakasave ba sila or unsa may ilahang unsa man sila ka-prepared based on
Oh,
your experience na ready ba gyud sila
okay.
for this?
Based on my experience observing my neighbors and talking to my clients in this pandemic, of course, there's a lot of anxiety.
Mhm.
Unsa na lang ni because it resulted to a lot of unemployment, job cuts, pay cuts also for some people in business. Syempre, business was not the way it used to be, no? So appointments were canceled, restaurants were closed, and movement of people was not that easy, kaya ang consumption
Mm.
babagsak din, no? So um what this pandemic for me has revealed that yun nga, the importance of simpleng bagay lang, the importance of having an emergency fund, na kasi you'll never know how long this will last, eh. And
Correct.
then second also, um, right now budgeting is very important. Okay, budgeting is very important. Well, in the past, even before this quarantine and pandemic, budgeting is really important. Pero right now, all the more, it's being highlighted na dapat mas conscious ko sa akong spending karon. Okay, dili ko pataka og pamalit diha. Okay,
Mhm. Yes.
kasi yun nga, our source of income is affected, eh. Ayun.
Barter
So
na lang
that's
sa.
what barter, yun.
So, wala yung money, barter lang sa ta. So,
Yes, yes.
kanang ang kuan magud no, there are instances like this ba na sa budgeting kana how do you what are your murag advices to people on how to really budget now, especially nga medyo taas-taas pa ba yan wala like you said no,
Mm,
wala pa ni siya end, wala pa siya
mm.
end na kanang sakto, wala pa taging na no
Oo.
until gid ni siya kay di
Ah.
extend ang atong quarantine. So how what's the best way to budget?
First you have to look at talaga yung to budget. First you have to look at what are the necessary expenses. 'Di ba? What are the necessary expenses and what are those expenses na pwede namang i-let go muna. Okay? So yun yung para sa akin, necessary expenses. Like right now, what is necessary expenses? Food, 'di ba? Yung payment sa house. Clothing as of now not much because most of the time naraman ta sa balay karon. Likewise, ang pinaka-necessary expenses before, it's a good internet signal. Okay.
Yes.
So, yun
Mas-
siya. It became necessary right now. That before
Mm.
it was like optional with the work from home. Ngayon, really, like you and me, di ba, we need a good internet signal
Yes.
because this is where we get our bread and butter right now. So,
Mm.
yun yung mga necessary expenses. So, you have to take a good look at where you're spending your money right now. And of course, before tayo mag-budget, very important also, tingnan din natin yung cash flow. Saan ba galing ang pera? And how could I improve my cash flow? Okay? Kasi, like, kunyari, nawalan ako ng kita. Like, for example, sa business or sa employee mo, ang employer mo, binigyan ka ng pay cut. By the way, if you only got a pay cut, be thankful, ha? Kasi hindi siya job cut. Kasi kung pay cut yan, kung job cut yan, wala ka ng trabaho. Okay? Sa pay cut, at least it's only a percentage, no, of your income. So, if you want to compensate for it, you also have, regarding the pay cut, if you want to compensate for it, it's either you cut down your expenses or you look for other sources of income, no? Like, you look at the things in your house na hindi mo na kaya, hindi mo kailangan, I mean, baka gusto mong ibenta or i-barter for something that is more useful. Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah, simple things.
Okay. Before we continue asking our participant, again, we would like to say hi to our viewers who are watching. And if you have questions now regarding financial planning, preparing for all these, the pandemic in general, so please do leave your comments on the Facebook page, Facebook na watch party or sa live video comments so that we will share it to Niño and then he can actually answer your questions. And we'd like to say hi to Grant Mejorada Amoncio and to Rogelio España Sumile, to Mark Salem, to Romeo Nicolas Ragamak, also to Julie Rose Tabanpan, and hi Denise Villa Flores. So those are from my end.
Yeah, I would like to say hi as well to Aling Osawa and Pael Dahao who's watching. Sir, I have one quick question,
Yes.
We all know that madaghan na kay mga millennials karon na nag-work from home, like me. Madaghan na nagtrabaho sa balay ng mga millennials, like they're striving for travel goals. Kanang, what kind of specific masabay tawag na strategy ang imong mahatag sa ilaha na how can they save, how can they spend well their money without affecting their savings?
How to spend well without affecting savings. Una, siguro, yun nga, balik tayo sa budgeting pa rin eh. Ano ba ang mga kailangan? Okay, unsa gyud mga kinahanglang pagkagastuhan karon. And likewise, with regards to yung kunyari, yung travel goals, of course, na set aside naman gyud na nimo ang budget, di ba? Wala lang nagamit okay, because of the travel ban right now. So maybe what you could do is don't touch that money because as I've said, idagdag mo na lang sa emergency fund mo yan because as I've said, we don't know how long this quarantine would be most likely. Okay? So, and lang din, yung for millennials, maybe it's high time also that since if you have this budget, wala naman siyang pinagkagamitan, you might start considering getting into investments as early as now. Kasi ngayon, as you all know, the stock market is down. Pwede kang bumili ng shares. Okay? With kung hindi ka marunong sa stock market, there are other investment instruments na gusto mo i-consider like a mutual fund or a UITF. No? So, pwede mong i-consider yon or start getting a life insurance. Yun. With investment. No?
Yes.
Yeah.
I also have a question. Diba, I think this is also the time that we have to rethink our income in terms of have more ways to earn than
Yes.
have more ways to spend. So, diba, uso naman ngayon ang mga online e-commerce. So probably that's also
Go
one
into
thing.
that also.
Yeah. So you were talking about the stock market, no? So you mean this is when it's low, it's a good time to buy, correct?
Yes. Basically, it's just like this. As one of my favorite fund managers would discuss, the stock market is down. Kasi law of sa economics, parang supply and demand lang yan. Para bang Ngayon, kunyari, mahilig parang sa market na biglang nagbuhos ng napakaraming kamatis. So
Mm-mm.
obviously, ang prices ng kamatis babagsak. Okay?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
kung mahilig kang mag-isa, it's a good time to buy more kamatis, so to say. But parang ganun lang din sa stock market. Masyadong maraming shares available right now. It's a good time to buy kasi you make money with the appreciation of the price. Eh.
Mm-mm.
So, bumili ka ngayon. Like, bilhin mo siya at 10 pesos per share. Tapos, pag tumaas na, saka mo siya ibenta. Ayan.
Yeah.
Parang ordinaryong palengke lang din.
Having
Oo,
said
pero yes, Jerome. You first.
having said that, sir, that the stock market is really getting low shares and then you can buy this. Is this not a risk to someone who doesn't know stock marketing? Like, for example, ako sasabihin ako na, huy, barato na kayo ang stock market karon palit na. So,
Mhm.
ako kanang kargado kay ko ganang, sige, gusto ko magkakwarta, sige, palit ko. But I really don't know what stock marketing is. Is it a risk for me or is it an advantage?
Unang-una, don't invest in something you don't understand. Okay, so yun yung first advice palagi ng any financial planner naman. Don't invest in something you don't understand. So you really have to study first before you invest, no? Syempre, ang ano ngayon with regards to the stock market, it's a good time to enter kasi stock prices are really low. Good time to enter siya. And the way I see it, you guys are in the business, no? Ang goal ng any business naman, tatlo eh. Profitability, growth, and sustainability. So the current dip in the market is just temporary. Aakyat at aakyat ito. Babalik at babalik ang mga to. Okay? How long? I just don't know when. I just don't know when. Okay? Pero babalik siya. Okay? Babalik at babalik siya.
So parang ano siya, Nino, parang it's going to be, when you invest in the stock market, parang siyang nagpo-forced savings ka. Is that correct?
Yes.
Kasi di ba hindi mo pa, kasi if you will put your money now, and you just have to wait for the time that it will appreciate.
Yes, yes.
And it's a good
Ganun
thing
siya.
also if we can ask advice from someone like you to help us on this kind of investment, right? Kasi like what Jerome said, di ba nga, pagbuot-buot rin lugar kong palit and then wala kong kabalot. The kind of stocks that I buy, or maybe demo sayop nga, I mean, di ba? I mean, calculated risks gyapon ni siya kay dili man ta sure good kung kana siya musaka or unsa ka company ang musaka.
Yes, yes. Calculated risk gid siya. And then ito lang, no, I just like to be clear also. My role as a financial advisor, I'm not a stockbroker. If ang the best talaga to look for advice on what stock prices to buy is really look for a stockbroker. So marami namang stockbrokers which companies I cannot mention. So marami namang stockbrokers available dyan in the market. Just go to your favorite bank. I'm sure they do have a stockbroker who is willing to help you, and very affordable na to start in the stock market right now. Okay, unlike dati kailangan mo ng big amount. Okay. Yan.
Another question, sir. Which is more better, saving your money in the bank or putting your money into investment? So, because the advantage of this is, parang, if I put my money in a bank, if I have emergency or something, I can immediately get the amount I want, right? But if I put this on investment, I need to wait for how many days? No, months. So what's
years.
Exactly, Owen.
Okay, Gerome, that's a very good question. Pero, you know what, my answer to that, savings and investments kasi, these are two different instruments to achieve financial wellness. Okay, so dapat may pera ka pa rin sa savings at hindi lahat ng savings mo ibababad mo rin sa investment. Okay, so ang savings kasi, that's what we call the liquidity portfolio. Yung tulad ng sinabi mo kanina, you need to place money in the bank so that when there is an emergency, madali mo siyang hatakin. Or if you need to buy something, like there's a sale in the mall right now, assuming that there's a sale, pwede kang kumuha kaagad. Kasi kung ilagay mo lahat ng pera mo sa investment, and tulad sa panahon ngayon, di ba drop ang market, lugi ka. Okay, so it's not a wise decision. So dapat may pera ka sa savings, tapos may pera ka rin sa investment. Okay, so how much money should you have sa savings mo? At least 3 to 6 months of your monthly expenses. So if your monthly expenses, say for example, is 20,000, so times 6, that's 120,000. In excess of that, yun na dapat ang ini-invest mo. Okay? Hindi mo na siya
Gagalawin.
binababad sa bangko. Kasi yun naman, ang risk mo naman sa bangko is yung, with no offense meant to the bank, of course, these are necessary instruments to achieve financial security naman eh. Tatlo yan eh, savings, investment, and insurance. With no offense to the bank, no? We know that regular deposits have very low interest rates and it will be eaten up by inflation. So, lugi ka pag lahat ng pera mo nasa bangko. Kaya marami sa atin, di ba, yung feeling ipon ng ipon, ang laki na ng ipon, pero feeling mo hirap na hirap ka pa rin or mahirap ka pa rin kasi nga it's not able to catch up with the increase of prices. No?
Mm-hmm.
So, ayun. Yun siya.
We have a
Owen?
question here from Bitato sa atin from Facebook Live. To start with, how much of my salary should I set aside per month?
Per month, okay. Ideally, we call 20%. No? So 20% should be set aside of your monthly salary. Okay, 20%. No? So kung hindi kaya ang 20%, gawin mong 10, like half of 20. Okay. So, basta you have to start somewhere. Okay, so build your emergency fund first, and then consider getting insurance, and then investment. Kasi if you look at any financial planning pyramid, it will always tell you savings, insurance, and then investment. Okay. So ayun.
Savings,
so most
investment.
Then investment. Okay. So yun, most Filipinos kasi jump ka agad into investment.
Exactly.
Kaya pag down ang investment, emergency, hindi mo naman pwedeng i-convert into cash ka agad yun. So, tamang approach pa rin palagi. Kaya that's why you need financial advisors to help you with that.
Okay.
Yes.
Bakit nila sinasabi, hindi ko kasi medyo mag-gets nung bata pa ako eh. Bakit nila sinasabi na it's much more better to get an investment when you're young rather than kapag nag-age ka na talaga? What's really the main point of that saying?
Well, ang investment kasi, best if you give it enough time, that will give you more yields in the future. Okay, so you have to start as early as possible. The moment you started working, you should have set aside money for investment already. Okay, kasi you have to give it time. Kasi parang compounding yan eh. Yung kita ng pera mo, kino-compound mo over the years. So that's why you need to start as early as possible. Now, it's a challenge for the young ones. I don't think it's just a challenge for millennials. It's a challenge for the young ones. When I was young once also, it was a challenge for me also setting aside money. Kasi tatlong bagay ang pinagkakagastusan natin nung bata tayo Garbs, kung nung latest na damit, gadgets, and nung time ko, gadget yung 5110,
mahal yun.
Mahal yun, 5110. And then, latest gimmick spots, di ba? Nung bata tayo. So, yan, hindi naman nagbago yun. Nag-iba lang ang itsura. Ganun pa rin ang behavior. So, yan, let's just be more conscious in how we spend money. Okay, habang bata tayo. I'm not saying you stop all those. As a financial advisor, I always tell my clients, you enjoy life. But remember, it's not just about this life. You have a future that is waiting for you also. That you need to prepare also financially.
Wow.
So,
before we continue, just like to say hi again to our viewers. Hi to Suzette Vinyas, to Miko Chan, Judith Morales. Hi to Ray Suarez, to Miss Bingo and Arfunk Ilaya here in CDO. So yun. So I have this question naman. Comparing, because you've been in the financial sector for quite a while, Nin. So
yes.
Do you think the Filipinos are now learning to save eventually, or maora gihapon ang cultural nato nga kuan ba mindset on saving same as before, or medyo financially savvy na ang bag-ong Filipino?
You know what, Owen? I'm really looking for the day that jobs like mine as financial advisors will really become irrelevant. Okay, so hindi na kami kailangan. Kasi sadly, let's give you some statistics. only 2 out of 10 Filipinos have actually a savings account other than their payroll account. 2 out of 10. That means ang liit ng percentage na yan. Life insurance penetration rate is below 10%. How many Filipinos are invested in the stock market? It's less than 5%, though that has increased already. Okay, so that's why I'm really looking forward for the day that my job, like as a financial advisor, will really become irrelevant because Filipinos are now investment savvy, financially literate, no? So alam nila yung gagawin, and investment scams would no longer exist. Because right at the onset pa lang, pag-announce pa lang nila na may investment kami, Filipinos would be more discerning kung is this a true investment or legitimate investment or a scam. Okay. So,
Yeah.
ayun.
Speaking
So,
speaking of scams, I mean, di ba,
mm,
why is it that Filipinos are really very easy to yun? Kanang dali ra kayo sila ma-hook to that kind of mga kanang attractive investment schemes.
sorry if my statement might come out strong. But we always say this eh. Ang Pinoy, pag abot sa scam, sa tarong nga investment, lisod kay pasabton, pero sayon kayo ilaron. Okay. So sorry if that will come out as strong to your viewers,
Gullible
but
lugar where ginawa.
gullible kayo. Because Filipinos kasi, yun nga, because of the lack of financial literacy, dali na kayo ma-hook gani on returns. And then I think it's human behavior also that when you see somebody making money from that instrument, basta kumita siya, kumusulod ko, posible mo, kita po ko. So, wala na ko ga-analyze kung unsay risk involved. Ginatanaw lang ako is return. And a good investor and a financial advisor would take, when something is offered to you, you take a look at the risk first. Because, baga, like any investment, I'm a financial advisor. I sell investment instruments. Of course, I promise you all the returns, correct? This
Yes.
is how you make money.
Projection.
But projection. Pero dapat, though I'm selling legitimate investments, by the way. Okay. So I offer legitimate investments. So, but sadly, most Filipinos, they don't look at the risk. Na dapat, first thing na titingnan mo, what are the risks involved? How do I lose money in such instruments? No? Kasi like for example, no, like if an investment company tells you, I'll give you like say 50% every month. Dapat may mathematical computation. Paano niya nagagaranti ang 50% every month? 'Di ba? And for life pa 'yun. Magkano yung assets niya? Kaya bang i-sustain? So, yun, no, those things. Wag lang nating tingnan ang puros lang returns. Okay?
Yes.
So, tingnan mo rin what are the risks involved. And dapat make sure it's legal. Okay?
Yes.
Legitimate. Okay?
Kung siguro, kanang dali lang mabighani sa mga promises.
So, yun.
Marupok, Gerome.
Yun, lang. Murag investment, the way I always relate investment to love eh. Para bang when you learn to love a person, dapat 'di ba, first things first, know the person first.
Yeah.
Di ba? Kilalanin mo muna. So,
Take na.
Kasi
know the investment for the person first. Yes.
So, what are the risks involved? Pag siya ba pumasok ako sa relasyon sa kanya, karelasyon ko na siya, anong risk involved? Baga, pag hindi mo kilala, delikado eh.
Third party.
Third parties. So, kinikilala mo siya, di ba? So, loyal ba to? May history ba of loyalty and fidelity? Tinitingnan mo. Ganun din.
Ba ito?
So, ganun din sa financial investments. Tinitingnan mo what business is this involved in, legal ba to, what are the risks involved, because it's not just about returns. Kasi tandaan mo, pinupusta mo pera mo, resources mo yan. So, yun, you should analyze your investment, what are the risks involved, how much is the reasonable acceptable return, kasi mahirap yan, kunyari 50% per month of my investment, parang kakaiba yun na. Ang laki kasi remember may operational expense pa siya, no? So tulad, if I may, my question si Sir Ariel ng Gasta. What
Mm-mm.
must be the consideration? Well, there are four things. No? So, number one, liquidity. Can I easily convert it into cash when I need it the most? Di
Mm-mm.
ba? Liquidity. Will I lose all of my capital or just part of my capital if I make premature withdrawals or exit
Yes.
to the investment?
Investment.
Second, of course, what are the risks involved?
Yes.
Okay, so what are the risks? Anong unsay delikado aning investment? Because if somebody tells me that there is no risk, mind you, walk away. That's a scam. Okay.
Mm-mm. Yes.
Because all investments have risk. Just like all relationships, dili siya tanan happy-happy lang.
Yes.
Napdoy kalisod pod. Okay? And fourth, what are the returns? Okay, what are the potential returns of this business? And well, where will the returns be coming from? And lastly, of course, taxation. The government must have its share. Dapat tax by the government yan. Pag walang tax, medyo delikado tayo
Mm-mm.
dyan. So, yun na kaagad yun. Yun lang, simpleng tingnan mo. And yun nga, yung iba kasi nadadala sec registered. Hindi po sec registration lang ang basihan ng
Mm-mm.
isang legal na instrument. No? So, you have to look at also anong businesses involved niya. Are they allowed to sell? Like say, for example, investments.
Mm.
Yan, yan na.
Ayun. There's
Yan
another
siya.
question here, no, from the
Mm.
page. One
Mm.
is, what are some of your challenges now as a financial advisor this time of COVID? Do you have
Mm.
a lot of challenges being a financial advisor lately?
Mm. Yeah, I do. Right, lalo na right from the start, no? Kasi as financial advisors naman, our job is commission-based, di ba? Our
Mm.
business is commission-based. So, and there is this law or this guideline that we really have to meet our clients face to face before we
Yes.
could solicit a business. So, at the onset, it was quite challenging. It was quite challenging kasi all of a sudden, nasa bahay ka lang and you'd like to do business pa. But
Mm.
nonetheless, there were changes in the way we do business. So inallowed na rin yung online and online way of doing things. So kaya tanggap na to kay webinars via Zoom meeting. So allowed na siya. And of course, the usual challenge, whether before the pandemic or before the quarantine, is really the literacy level of Filipinos, no? Yung financial literacy niya. So, yun naman talaga ang main na trabaho naming mga financial advisors. It's not just to sell whatever products we have. It's really to educate first our clients regarding the value of saving, getting insured, and making your money work harder for you through investments. Yun naman
Exactly.
Mm.
talaga siya.
And I would really
Mhm.
say, sir, no, that this financial preparedness in this type of pandemic, this COVID-19 we're facing right now, isa ito sa
Mhm.
pinaka mas aabangan ng mga tao dapat na tignan.
Yes, yes.
We really have a lot of people who's really saying na they're not spending but they're ordering something in Lazada and Shopee. Kanang parang mo gini siya ang time of letting the people know this is an eye opener for them to really properly and engage leaders kanang mga kanang ihatag nila lang sarili dito nga kanang mag-save gid sila money for the future because we
Yes.
never know. Hopefully this September ma-produce na nila tong ilahang ginaingon nga kanang solusyon sa COVID or kanang unsa ba na siya nga something inject nga muna din na siya ang cure hopefully by September daw. Pero I guess it's really such an eye-opener for the young ones as well to save money. Lalo-lalo na most of the people who's working are really the millennials one. You know, the teenager. And I guess one of the biggest highlights of our pandemic, our 4-day virtual hackathon, is talking about this, particularly this financially prepared and being aware of what's really happening.
Yes. Actually, this pandemic has revealed a lot of our financial preparations as well. I hope after this talk, no, there will be an action for our listeners to really take a look at your current financial preparations also. Kasi this pandemic has revealed three things. Number one, do you have an emergency fund? Kasi kung wala kang emergency fund, panic yan eh. Panic ka talaga kasi of all the cuts, job cut, pay cut, or in fact, losses of income. Second, are you insured enough? Kasi anything can happen anytime with COVID, no, around. It's not just COVID, no, and the leading cause of death pa kung titingnan mo, it's not just COVID. Eh. Okay, the leading cause of death is not old age even. It's untimely death due to illness. So, big sabihin dadaan ka muna sa ospital bago ka mamamatay. Okay? So kung
Yeah.
dumaan ka sa hospital, question is, how financially prepared also is your family? That's why insurance is there. And lastly, the COVID is like a preview to our retirement. Diba? Well, hindi ka gumagalaw. Okay? Loss of income. So, yun, makikita mo na pag walang income, mahirap sa bahay. Diba? So, and it causes a lot of stress. No? That's why, as a financial advisor, it's really my advocacy to promote financial wellness to all. Okay? And when you talk about wellness, it's not just about having so much money or income. It's about being financially healthy and taking an active decision to be financially healthy. Okay?
Correct.
So, kasi ang nangyayari sa atin, 'di ba? Marami actually ang Pilipinas sa tingin ko over yung masyado ng maraming na papanood on financial literacy. Ang kulang is action. Okay? Kasi yun nga, the statistics are still against our favor. Eh. We have one of the lowest savings ratio in Asia or even in Southeast Asia. So, we have one of the lowest. Hindi tayo mahilig mag-save, mahilig tayong gumastos. Okay, I'm not saying masamang gumastos kasi good for our economy din yun. But we really have to set aside money for the rainy day, so to say. And it has come. This is not just a day. Okay, it's
Oo.
really a storm.
Yes.
So it's months na siya. Okay. Yeah.
Ano siya, like, karon ba, people man good will say na wala man good ko ika-save kay wala ko enough money. Is that an excuse? Na,
For now, for me, I see it's a valid excuse naman. But it shouldn't be an excuse forever. Okay. So
oo.
so ngayon kasi you could say that because loss of income, loss of business. But I'll be sensitive to that also. Kasi I'm talking to my clients as well. Pag nakapapansin ko naman na medyo apektado talaga ang negosyo, hindi ko na pinupush pa masyado. Kasi nga apektado negosyo, that would be very insensitive of me para to push. So, it's a valid, but it should not be forever. Kasi,
Yes.
3 months na eh. Dapat ngayon, adjusted ka na. Diba? So, you have been enterprising already. You have found ways to make money. So, kasi nga, kahit nandyan si COVID, our bills keep coming eh.
Yes.
The power trio is there eh. Si Bill, si Judith, and Jonah.
Oo. Yes. Sila talaga ang mga best friends. Nagte-text, di ba? Tumatawa.
So, yun.
Ayun, before we continue, I'd just like to say hi to Father John Young of Fathers at Ordino Orius University, the university president watching right now. We also like to say hi to Francis Calangi and Emer Benaventura. And this is not just your segment for Hakbang, correct, Niño? You have a
sir.
segment pagyod no nga. This is just
Yes.
patikim pa man lang. You still have one more segment with us this coming sa pa to imuhang
Okay. My segment will be on June 28, 9:30 to 10:30. No? So, I'll be talking for an hour. I'll be talking about the importance of financial wellness. Kasi financial wellness is one of the wellness dimensions. No? Na most of the time nakakaligtaan. Okay?
Yeah.
So, we talk about physical wellness, environmental wellness, social wellness, and so on and so forth. So, my topic is going to be financial wellness. And as I posted in my Facebook page, no, it's financial wellness. It's not just about financial literacy. Kasi it's really taking action to stay healthy all the time. Kasi just like physical wellness, we do get sick also. Kasi nga may pinabayaan tayo. Okay? So it's a on and off thing. No? So ayan. So I'll be talking about financial wellness and how to achieve or try to maintain financial wellness during this pandemic and beyond.
Yes.
So that would be my topic. So I'm looking forward that you'll be there. Our viewers will be there to get some simple tips, no, on how to achieve financial wellness
Yes.
amidst COVID-19.
Yes.
Yes.
One more thing,
Mm,
because
mm.
we were ako personally we just met today, but I mean
Yes.
on cam, but we were talking already days before. But I'm just curious, or kami sa Hakbang are just curious. Why did you say yes to be part of Hakbang? I mean, as part of
Uh,
our sharer of experts.
mm, mm. Now, why did I say yes? Kasi nga, it's my way of helping Filipinos. I have so much knowledge, experience, and expertise to help my countrymen recover from all
Mhm.
this. No? And my share is to help them achieve financial wellness. No? So, I think there will be a lot of ideas kasi on how to revive your business, how to make money, how to solve this problem. But somebody has to share something about financial wellness. And that's I said to Ria in our initial conversation, I'd like to share my thoughts. No? I like to volunteer my expertise in telling people or sharing to people the value of financial wellness and how to achieve financial wellness. Doon po ako nanggagaling. Yun ang
I
hugot ko.
I like that, Kay, because I just also realized with what you said, no, and these solutions that we're coming up is helping people earn, helping people
Mhm.
survive, and thrive in the situation. But basin unya na now that they're earning again, now that they're having so much money again, they might not be able to save again for another thing like this in the future. So at least
Yes.
na I someone like you, thank you,
Mm.
good guy, who can help not just the participants because they are also
Mhm.
being invited to watch your segment, but also our
Mhm.
viewers sa YouTube and Facebook nga hopefully ma-realize nila nga natistingan na ta once and
Mhm.
nag-list na ta
Mhm.
nga karon, and hopefully
Ah,
this will not happen again, but if ever it will happen, we're more prepared, no? Kay
yes, yes.
that's the beauty of this life that we have. Every day we are given the chance to
Mhm.
renew ourselves, so at
Mhm.
least naatay opportunity to redeem ourselves. Kung wala kay ta
Yes,
kasi
yes.
before naglisod ta kay, that's the
Ah,
mo ginang kasagaran ng uban mahadlok mamatay because they don't want their families na
ah.
mabilin maunsa if ever wala
Mhm.
sila, either because wala sila na mabili na money, or because
Mhm.
may silang burden because they're sick. So we don't want
Yes,
that to
yes.
happen, and we are very glad nga naa ka Nins, no, to help
Mhm.
us
Mhm.
explain that to
Yeah.
people and explain to our fellow men, not just here in Mindanao, but tanan nga nakakitaan ni nga segment nga tabangan nato atong kaugalingon no ang atong mga kauban nga
Yes,
will
yes.
become
Mhm.
financially literate. Yes, ganon.
Mhm.
And of course, sa lahat
Oo.
ng mga nanonood
Mhm.
dyan, and of course, I think no, I have to say this is the most numbered shared video. We gained 33
Mhm.
shares. Like
Wow! Daming
your
fan
wife, yes,
niyo.
your
Good
wife is
po.
even watching right now, sir. And of course, we would like to say to our viewers out there that this is not really the hakbang days. Okay, we're just
Yes.
making this
Yes.
little COVID conversation so that lahat po tayo ay may idea kung ano bang mangyayari sa hakbang. Ito po ay mga patikim lamang at meron kaming ibibigay na the real meat of what's really the
Yes.
financial aid is really all about. Not just that, we have a lot of
Yes.
yogas, cooking show. Not only that, we also have sports na ibibigay namin para sa inyong
Mhm.
lahat this coming June 26 to 29. And of course, meron pa kaming meron pa mga susunod pa na mga COVID conversation na para sa inyo lamang po. And of course, if you guys are really interested, feel free to visit www.hack-bang.com and be a part of this growing virtual hackathon in the Philippines.
Yes, and speaking of this growing virtual hackathon, naanatay more than 100 participants, and there are a lot of teams already. But we are not stopping ourselves from inviting you, because the more people who will be joining this hackathon, the more answers we can provide to the challenges. And the tay challenges na atong gibutang sa website, there are 12. Now you go there, you pick one, and you think, uy, kaya man namo ni Isos, because I have this idea in my head ever since nagsugod ning pandemic, nagsikog tanaw-tanaw sa akong sa akong ceiling, and then it appeared in my ceiling. So gusto na ako siya nga inganion ni pag-solve din nga kind nga challenge. Please do visit the website. You can join there as a team if na kay mga barkada, classmates, kauban sa trabaho, or you can join as an individual, and you will now be formed, no, as a team with the other individuals nga na imurang basin silingan diya sa Davao or imong silingan diri sa Cagayan, or maybe someone nga as far as Egypt. Kaya natay mga natay nasa Egypt, nasa Europe nga nag-appeal nga mga participants. So this is a time for you to connect, to network, to create new friends, and hopefully when you gather all these people and create that idea, makatabang yun ta diri lang diri sa Mindanao, but maybe the Philippines and even outside. Ayon.
Exactly.
And,
And of course, I just wanted to add, basig dala lang sila kutog na sige mag-register me. What's next? Or guys, dili mo na mo pabayaan because we will be providing you international tools to use para mas ma-enhance ang inyong answer solution. And of course, bibigyan po namin kayo ng mentor all the way the 4-day event para naman mag-guide kayo sa inyong viable solution. And of course, these are being shared with us, and of course, we will be sharing it to you. So if you feel that you can help us fight this against this COVID pandemic that it has been so many months na nasa bahay na ako, and I know you guys are also there watching na nasa bahay lang bagot, walang ginagawa. Well, if you guys are really that wealthy enough, you can help us by funding the event and backing up financially. Now, this is not only thinking na, okay, you share, but this is only somewhat like you're sharing into a big step because we may not know na nandito sa Team Hakbang na to ang magkakaroon ng biggest idea to solve a certain problem. And we would love to help everyone, not just ourselves, but all around the world who's with us right now.
Yes, correct. No? Okay, think of this as an investment then. You are investing into the future of now and the future of the Philippines and the world. So if you have extra, why not also invest in the ideas of these amazing teams, and maybe in the future you will see the fruition or the ano no ang pagkagwapo nga pagkaresulta sa ilahang mga ano, and that was something also fulfilling on our end na nakatabang ta ani nga mga teams pag lambo sa ilang idea nga nahimo gid siyang reality. Ayan, so let's go back to our guest. So Nin, yon thank you
Yes.
for you. I mean, I'm so glad na you said yes to all these no nga bag ora gid kayo ta nagka-story about all this, and then you said yes gid immediately. Thank you so much. Now, any last words to our viewers? Maybe you would also like to invite them to your talk and maybe a little tip for them.
Okay. So first and foremost, no, thank you. Thank you, Hakbang team, for having me because it's really a pleasure for me to share ideas on financial wellness. It's helping me also spread my advocacy to spread financial wellness to all. So thank you very much, Hakbang team. No, some tips regarding this pandemic. I know there's a loss of income, loss of jobs for some. First thing that you should do is relax lang. Don't panic, kasi if you panic, you cannot think straight. Okay, so relax lang, no, and try to look at sources of income because our bills will not end. So relax lang talaga tayo, look for sources of income, set aside budget, really be disciplined right now with your budgeting, and slowly, and if you haven't built your emergency fund, take this time to build your emergency fund also. Slowly, it doesn't have to be big right at the get-go. Dapat, dahan-dahan lang, no? And manage the flow of your money right now because, again, these are unpredictable times, uncertain times, okay? So again, thank you very much, Hakbang team. So for those who'd like to follow me in my newly created Facebook page, Niño Henry Segovia, FCHFP.
Ayun,
Thank you very much, pa.
Okay, I will follow you later then after this stream. So again, thank you so much, Nin. This has been a really wonderful coffee time with you this afternoon. No, this is very kanang enlightening in terms of how we really look at our money and how we are spending right now and how we should let that money grow even if naglisod na because of the pandemic. We still have to find avenues para ma-secure nato ang atong mga finances.
Yep, so to know more about finances and of course strategies and the things that you need to learn and to know, feel free to mark your calendar on June 28th. That's going to be 10 a.m. And that will be Sir Henry's spot. He will be giving us free strategies on how to save within this COVID pandemic. Thank you so much, sir, for being so helpful. Grabe ni mo kahali. Ano gid ka grabe ka sa email. Sige sir, thank you so much. That's really appreciated. appreciated. Thank you so much. And of course, this event, ladies and gentlemen, will not be made possible without our very, very generous sponsors.
Yes, dagan good kaayo no. And our sponsors are the list of sponsors are growing. Our initiators and partners, it's growing day by day, and so we would like to thank the following sponsors. Thank you to 9,000 Events, Bytes and Pixels, the Caraga Creatives, Franco, Comspec, When in Manila, Good News Philippines, Athenian, Tagum College, Father Saturnino Urias University, Kids Who Farm, and DevPost.
And of course, we would like to thank to Clouds Point by Aqua, Modern Nanais of Mindanao, Echo AR, Project Lupad, Magic 89.3, We Viral, 95.3, Love Radio, JC Voiceover, Food Panda, thank you so much, Center Stage, Artist Circle, Maharlika Siargao, and of course, Netson. Daghan kaayong salamat.
Yes, daghan kay salamat to all our partners. And of course, supporting this hackathon, as mentioned earlier, we are not closing our doors. So those who would like to continue to support and invest in this program, actually, this is becoming a movement. The Hakbang has become a movement, and we would like you to be part of this movement of creating change in society by looking at solutions and investing on those solutions and making those solutions happen. So again, thank you so much for being with us this afternoon. Again, thank you to our speaker earlier, our guest, Niño Henry Segovia, and to all those watching at home, in your offices, maybe nakanato silang car, no, at kaibalo while they're driving, kitang ilahang background noise. Okay, kayo. Please do continue to support our COVID Conversations Over Coffee for the next few days. And maybe, Gani, we are thinking after Hakbang, we will have more of these. Atong tanawan ang mga teams after, kung kumusta naman ilang mga ideas, nagsugod na ba sila, o from idea to implementation, ato sad nang i-follow up ang atong mga teams. And also our mga mentors, ato silang kumustahon silang experience later after Hakbang, kung na-enjoy ba sila, unsa ba ilang mga nahatag ng mga insights dito sa atong team. So this is getting a really nice tradition sa ato, Gerome, no, nga magkapita together either sa afternoon, sa before maniud to, or sometimes gabi na kaayo gakapi lang yan.
But we're doing this, guys, for everyone. This is not just for the benefit of us, but for the benefit of the whole world and for the Mindanao as well. This is your time that your voice will be heard, and we'll be putting your voices into reality. So if you guys really wanted to join us, visit the site www.hack-bang.com. Join there, registered, of course, for more updates and for more COVID conversation. Please feel free to like our official Facebook fan page, that's Hakbang. And of course, we will also be streaming live on the 4-day to our YouTube account, that's Hakbang TV, and of course we also have our Instagram, that's Hakbang. We would like also to thank our very supportive, beautiful, she's smiling right now, our
backstage.
Thank you so much, Shayla.
The director for this segment. Thank you very much, Shayla. And of course, hi to our teammates. Hi to Rhea, to Jimbo, hi to Novi, to Kim, to Dave, to Dan, to Kong, and to the rest of Comtech. Hi. Yon. So, ayun, Mark.
And you know what? Ang dami ko natutunan ngayon kasi this is really, a dart. Yung parang natira talaga. Talaga na aking deliver from Shopee. So, kailangan na Shopee. So, I need to
all right. So, Gerome, maybe you would like to close this first?
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. This has been Gerome, streaming live in Davao City. Together with me is...
Hi again, everyone. Thank you for being with us this afternoon. My name is Owen, streaming from Cagayan de Oro City. And COVID Conversations Over Coffee is brought to you by Hakbang, a step towards the next normal. Bye, guys!